Hello, you gorgeous examples of loveliness. How are we? This is Lesley from the Not Quite Enough Distance vlog. I'm a very bad vlogger this week for a couple of reasons. Firstly, this is going to be a one-take vlog rather than individual pieces. Work's been busier than normal, so that's just the way it is. And secondly, went out on Sunday with my mate Mand, and I handed him a camera and said, oh, can you take footage of any kind of nice scenery as we go along? And then realised the battery in the camera was completely flat and I didn't have the spare. I'm sorry. I am nothing if not human. Sometimes I'm just nothing. I hope everyone's okay. Thank you for all the comments and thoughts and observations on last week's podcast. Always lovely to hear from you, as you know. And yeah, it's been a busy week, some with work and some with fun stuff. So Sunday we went to Standon. This is me and my mate Mand, and that is a National Trust house. It's about an hour and a half away from where we live, and it was really nice. It has a lot of connections with the arts and crafts movement, so the William Morris aesthetic. So a lot of the rooms have, you know, hand-printed wallpaper and that sort of thing. There's a great picture of someone knitting, which I had to take a shot of course. Marvellously, you could take photographs as long as you didn't use a flash, which is unusual in a lot of historical places, so that was great. The reason why we were particularly there, and thank you Mand for finding this and pointing it out, is it had an exhibition of homemade crafts. So it had some pieces by Kay Fawcett, and it had a bit of video from the individual makers, had some work from Mr. Cross-Stitch, had some pottery from the guy who's on the Pottery Throwdown, whose name I don't know because I've never watched the show, and some photographs and that sort of thing. So it's quite an interesting set of things over and above what's normally in the house. So it was good fun to see. It's in beautiful settings. It's not that far from Ashdown Forest, and the landscape around it is just gorgeous. Really lovely setting. Really lovely house. It was one of these kind of old houses. I can't remember how old it is. Again, bad podcaster, bad vlogger. But it didn't have the massive staterooms. It was very much a family home. So you'd go into the room and you think, oh, I could see myself sitting in here, listening to music, doing a bit of knitting. You know, it wasn't one of these very imposing castle type places. It had a real kind of homely feel to it. And yeah, it was good fun. It was nice to go there. Had a nice day. Had a bit of a moment because I'm walking around. I'll preface this actually. I was wearing my Lesley cardigan, which is the brightly coloured one. I'll stick a picture in here. And my mate Mand, it's a little bright for her tastes. So she was taking the mickey a bit as we drove to Standon. And we were walking around and I heard a voice say, I recognise that cardigan. And it was one of you lovely people. So thank you again for saying hello. I loved the poncho you were wearing. Colours in that were fabulous. And yeah, just really nice to see you. I was thrilled. Oh, I couldn't believe it. It's so exciting for me. So yes, that was lovely. So yeah, we had a good day. Went and had a cuppa afterwards and a slice of cake, as is the National Trust way. And it was good fun. And we were lucky with the weather as well, so it meant that we did have a nice ride home, a nice drive there. You know, it was a nice day. Monday, working during the day, and then in the evening over to Brighton to see Tim Minchin in concert. Love Tim Minchin. Hate Brighton. Brighton is, for those outside the UK, it's a very sort of fashionable city. They call it kind of London by the sea, very hip, very trendy. Yeah, I've never really got on with it. Hate driving around it. Always managed to make a wrong turn somewhere. And the road that I used to go to for the car park that I used to use you can't go up that road anymore. It's one way going the other way. So we had to do a bit of a detour. Thankfully, a combination of the sat-nav, himself, and my knowledge of Brighton. I did jury service there a few years ago, and so I walked through quite a bit of it. So yeah, that was all quite handy, and we managed to get parked and get where we were going. So it was a really good evening at the concert. A lot of fun, lots of laughter, good music. These things make me happy. Late night though, it's all about the driving, obviously, because when we were coming home, the main road that we use was closed for overnight roadworks. So I had to do a detour, which was fine. I mean, it wasn't busy because it was so late. But whereas we'd planned to get home probably sort of 11:15, it was kind of midnight. So a bit of a late one for a school night, especially for a Monday. But well worth it for the concert, so that was good. Last night was knit night, and just before knit night I finished my latest pair of socks. Now these are the ones that I am test knitting for Carol. I've made a couple of mods, of course. The first is I've made them a little bigger because I have very large feet. Also, this pattern here is not normally this slouchy. Let me try and pull that up. I will give full details and all of the spec and the things I've changed on the month end podcast, so that's this weekend. But yeah, I've made them a slouchy sock rather than a fitted and ribbed cuff sock. So yeah, really nice pattern to work. I'm not sure when it's going to be released, but I will keep you lovelies advised of that if you're interested. This is the pattern, or the first of patterns, being written by Carol to raise money for her daughter's horse rescue ranch. And I put the Ko-fi in a couple of weeks ago. I'll do that again if anyone's interested in helping them out. So yes, I was pleased to finish those because the last pair of socks I made, the green ones I had a couple of weeks ago, took me ages because I didn't work on them for a long time. It's amazing what a difference that makes, isn't it? I'm recording this section on Thursday, although it will go up Friday as normal, just because of work restrictions on my time tomorrow. But yeah, tonight I'm out for a curry with some friends, so that'll be good. Haven't seen them for a few months, so that would be good fun. And talking of curries, himself had his fancy smancy meal in London. He went on Tuesday for his luncheon at the restaurant opening and really enjoyed it, loved the food, met the chef / owner, and this is a chef that he's seen on TV and has always thought I'd really like to try his food, and now he has. So he was really happy he went, and I was pleased that he went, because although I didn't want to go, I didn't want to stop him from having fun. So he went, he came home smelling of garlic, he had a good day. So yeah, he enjoyed that, which was great. So it's been a week with a lot of activity. After all these weeks of, I haven't done much, done lots this week, so feeling a little weary. Next week will be quieter, although Saturday I will be drumming at one of the local bonfires. And it looks as if we've got a kind of 2.5 mile walk on that one. So hopefully my calf muscle, touch wood, has been okay. So hopefully everything will work as it should. And I won't have a funny turn. This will be at a much slower pace than the Race for Life I was doing the other week when I went a bit strange. So there will be more times to stop and rest. It's when you're on these parades, there's an awful lot of stopping and starting. So yeah, it's, although we call it a march, it's not like a route march that's going to take you forever. And I think that's the only kind of outside activity I have next week. Yeah. Oh no, next Friday I'm out as well. Oh, it's all beer and Skittles around here, isn't it? So yes, it's all good stuff. It feels like life is returning to normal, whatever that means. Having said that, there is talk of additional restrictions coming in, perhaps mandating masks. I'm still using mine. I mean, we both wore them at the concert on Monday night. If I'm going anywhere, except when I'm eating and drinking, I'm usually wearing my mask. So there is talk of that happening. There are sort of rumours and speculation on further restrictions coming in, or restrictions being reintroduced. The government is saying no. At the moment, the government is saying no, nothing to worry about, which is possibly why we're all anxious. So we shall see. Yeah, it is just speculation at this point, so we shall see. So that's where we're at. I hope you have a good week. Hope whatever you're doing is fun. I will put some footage in of our trip to Standon, some little bits of video that I took on my phone. And I hope that you are all keeping well, keeping safe, able to do the things that you want to do, see the people you want to see, and that you're looking after yourselves. So thank you for being here. Much appreciated. If you watch the vlog and not the podcast, I will see you next week. And if you watch the podcast, I'll see you tomorrow. That month, for a long month, it's gone quickly. So yeah, I'll put that up tomorrow, Saturday. And just keep yourselves well looked after and healthy and happy. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.